Hey, it's Jamila from Buy Pink, and today I'm going to show you how to marble paper. You're going to need some liquid starch, some cups to mix your paints with, some paints, some brushes, or popsicle sticks. You guys are going to have to excuse the camera angle. My 11-year-old was my camera person for this video. You're also going to need some water, white paper. I used cardstock that I had laying around, and you're going to need some empty containers to mix your marble colors in. First, we're going to mix our our paints. You mixed basically one part to one part, I guess. You just want the color to be milky. You don't want it to be too thin, and you don't want it to be too thick. You want it to be the right consistency to float on top of your liquid starch. The consistency you want is like a milky consistency. That's the best way I can really describe it. And you can use any colors you want. Here I'm using folk art paints for this project. Mix your water in. You're going to stir it up with a popsicle stick or at the end of a paintbrush or with your paintbrush. But you want to get that milky consistency so that it floats on top of your liquid starch. Once you have everything mixed, you're going to grab your large container and go ahead and pour in the liquid starch. You want it to be a quarter to a half inch full from the bottom. And that just kind of gives you enough room so that your paint colors don't sink to the bottom. Next, you're going to start taking your colors that you mix with the water and dripping them down into the liquid starch. And you're just going to drip them into a pattern that you want to use. You don't have a ton of control, but you do have some control. If you've ever marbled anything, you kind of know what I mean and how this is going to go. So just drip your colors until you have a design that you like. You can use as many colors or as little colors as you want. You can use whatever color combination that you want. The thing that I did find out is that metallics don't work as well. They're too heavy, so they end up just sinking to the bottom. When you're satisfied with your pattern, you can take your paper and dip it down the into your pattern. You want to do it very gently because you don't want to disturb the paint and the design that you've created. That I like to do it is kind of fold my page at the edges and stick the middle down in there first. It's pretty important to make sure that your paper fits also before you start the process. I ended up having to cut mine down. But as I was saying, I've kind of folded in the middle. Excuse me. I fold it down the middle and allow the middle to sit down in there first. And then gently let go of the edges. You want to make sure that all sides and all edges of your paper has touched your design. And then after I've dipped the first design, I go back in and marble the paper or marble my mixture a little bit more and dip again, and then I'll add some more paint and dip again. I dip as many times as I can. And what you can do with these papers, you can make cool notebooks, bookmarks. You can use them for specialty papers for paper projects, cards. The possibilities are endless. The paper, as long as you use something that is a heavier weight, the paper actually, uh, when dried flat, comes out very sturdy still. So you can pretty much do any paper projects with it. It'll cut in the Cricut. There's a lot of things you can do with it. But just keep dipping your paper until your water is, or your liquid starch is too murky to keep going. And you'll kind of be able to see on the sheet right before you need to stop, that there's really no more dipping in this solution, and then you pour it out, rinse your container, and restart all over again. Thanks for watching.